Good evening. Rob Roberts here with tonight's breaking news. Tonight's news is centered around the recent outbreak of ransomware in schools. You may wonder what ransomware is. For more on that topic, we go to special news correspondent Juju Bang. Juju, can you tell us more about the devastating cybercrime?
Thanks, Rob. Ransomware is a type of harmful software designed to block access to a computer system and files until a sum of money is paid. Ransomware is usually delivered through phishing emails or through things called exploit kits. Many times these emails contain malicious attachments which include the ransomware. Sometimes email contains links directing the users to a compromised web page hosting the malware. Exploit kits are harmful tools that hackers use to look for security holes in software that has not been updated. Once a security vulnerability has been found, the attacker can then easily deliver ransomware to a computer. You probably think this sort of thing wouldn't happen to you, right? Not true. We are joined today by Ann Robbins, current secretary at Rome City Elementary School, who will share her story of how this horrific act happened to her. Welcome, Ann. So, Ann, please tell us about your experience with ransomware back in 2012.
First of all, maybe just talk a little bit about how long ago this was, where you were working, kind of what you were doing at the time that this happened.
Okay. I was working at Northside. I was the secretary there. And to be honest, I don't remember the year. Was it
I was trying to figure that out. Was it about that long ago? So 7 or 8 years ago.
2013, something like that.
So this was pretty early on when that kind of stuff was probably just kind of starting to happen a little bit, I imagine. So talk a little bit about what you were doing when it happened, how did the incident occur? What did you open? What did you click on?
Okay. Well, we were having a lot of trouble with our phones at the time. And I remember that the email came, and I believe it actually looked like it was from a parent.
Mm-hmm.
And we get a lot of phone calls about their kids' transportation.
Right.
And anyway, it looked like it was from a parent. And in the attachment, I don't exactly remember, but it was something like VCM or something like that. Those little initials that made me think, oh, this is somebody's new way of getting a hold of us by a voicemail through email. That's kind of weird. And I did think to myself, what if this is a virus? But then I thought, oh no, they've got virus protection. It'll be okay.
Right.
So I clicked on it. And then I got the screen of fear, we'll call it, because I think it was big, bold red screen that said, basically pay up, or we're keeping your data under ransom, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And I immediately called either Josh or Rick, and he was like, don't touch anything. And I thought that our SkyDrive at the time, that those documents were going to be safe. They were not.
Right.
All of my data was corrupt. Oh my gosh, it was terrible. It really was.
So when that screen popped up, what were your thoughts and your feelings when that happened?
Oh, I can't say those out loud in school.
Yeah.
It was like, oh no, I did something I shouldn't have. Oh no, how do I stop this? How do I fix it?
Yeah.
It was like panic,
And once that happened, that screen popped up, you couldn't do anything. You were toast. You couldn't do anything on your machine at that point.
Nope.
Okay, so then you pretty, how long would you say it took you before you called in to Josh and Rick? Was it just within a minute or two?
Within a minute. I mean, as long as my fingers were working to dial the right numbers, because I knew I was in trouble.
Yeah, and I think I had put out in a video not too long ago, and I don't know if you knew this, but your fast thinking and getting a hold of them really quickly probably stopped that, whatever it was, the ransomware from moving down the network, because they were able to shut it off to anything else. So, I mean, it was a bad thing it happened to you, but the fact that you responded really quickly was a good thing. Do you remember at all what they were, obviously they took your files, more or less, your access. Do you remember what they were, how much money? Do you remember how much they were asking for your files?
For some reason, I was thinking it was around $600.
Yeah.
And at the time I almost thought, I'll just pay it,
I know.
but then
I
I
know.
thought, oh, they probably won't give it back. It's all a big scam anyway. And then a lot more and more and more.
Yep.
So
That is so interesting. So then, once Josh and Rick got involved a little bit, how long did it take them to resolve it? Do you remember, like, how long did it take before you had access again, and how much, like, they were able to get some of your things back, weren't they, or not any of them, or?
no, I think honestly I wasn't able to get much back at all. It was pretty much everything was,
So Ian, talk a little bit about what you learned as a result of that happening, and maybe how much more cautious are you now that experience happened to you as compared to maybe what you were in the beginning?
I'm a lot more cautious. Like before, I thought, oh, they have virus protection, it'll be okay. Now I'm like, oh no, don't click.
Yeah.
Think about it before you click. Look it over really good.
So what can you do to prevent what happened to Anne from happening to you? Ransomware can find a way onto your machine through software that hasn't been updated. Always, always, always keep your machine up to date. It is that important. And never open an attachment or click on a link from someone unless you are expecting it. Contact the sender directly to verify they sent it to you if you're unsure. And did you know that you can get ransomware by simply visiting websites? It's called malvertising, and it's the use of online advertising to distribute malware with little or no user interaction required. While browsing the web, users can be directed to a criminal server by simply clicking on an ad connected to an infected server. Finally, stay informed. Continue to educate yourself on how to detect phishing, malware, suspicious websites, and other scams. If it seems suspicious, it probably is.